Well, welcome to the first Halloween special of 2.5 Beards.
What season is it?
Season 69.
Spooky season!
You fucking idiot! You ruined everything. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Season 69. No, I'm just kidding. It is spoopy season, or spooky season, however you see fit. Our first Halloween episode. And hopefully plenty more will come. Eventually, I feel like next year, or whenever we start doing video, costumes have to be a requirement.
I agree, because we will have video.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should all dress up.
I don't think we'll have... I know it's 2 months away, but just because of what we talked about earlier, I don't think we'll still have the setup ready by Christmas. If we do, definitely have to do some Christmas
Maybe
related.
like the New Year.
Yeah, I was
Happy
definitely
New
thinking
Year.
we definitely need to do like themed episodes for sure. Halloween definitely has to be one. Christmas definitely has to be one. New Year's is a hit or miss, in my opinion. We could either way. We could still do it, but like
I meant like start video.
4th of July too.
January 1st.
Oh yeah, 4th of July style.
It just
videos.
depends on how
Yeah.
much downstairs is set up. Like,
Mhm.
we don't have to... I mean, I don't have to have my wall built up just yet.
Right, because
I mean,
nobody's gonna
I'll
see
just have
it.
to have my computer down there, but...
Right.
And get a video light and all that stuff, but...
Okay. All right. Well, I was thinking we can definitely start talking about spooky stuff.
That's the whole point of today.
yeah, point of
Spooky
today's podcast.
season, boy.
So
But
get going.
right in the beginning of it, we started talking about costumes. What do you think, let's start with Justin, was your best costume ever?
My best costume?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I didn't see this one coming, to be fair. To be fair, I would have to say, I know I dressed up as a ninja one year.
Mhm.
That was pretty fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little kid. I was probably 8 or younger.
Did you have those plastic ninja stores?
Katana.
Did you have, do you remember the like little ninja stars that had the plastic ring around them for some reason?
So you went at...
So you wouldn't throw them at
Destroy
people's
someone.
eyes and shit? Yeah.
Those are called shurikens, by the way.
Oh, shurikens. Sorry.
I thought you were talking about the paper throwing stars that people made in like elementary
Oh,
school.
I used
Oh,
to make
those
some
are sick.
legit ones.
I bet you did.
I don't remember how to make them now, though.
Me neither. We also made. I used to
Or
make the throwing knives too. The ones with like the
Throwing
rings at the end and the big blade at the end.
Out of paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know those ones.
Yeah, this was back when like we started realizing that like YouTube was meant for looking up anything you want. So I was like, paper
Not just
ninja
cool
weapons.
math problems.
True. What about you, Danielle?
Well, I would say my probably like favorite costume that I ever had was when I don't know how old I was, probably like 5th grade maybe.
Mm-hmm.
My mom made me a costume. Well, she helped make a costume, and I was a Bratz doll pirate. And she like made like a little pirate's cap thing for me, and like it was all out.
Ooh.
If we go through round again with like worst costumes, I got one for that.
We'll do that. Yeah,
So.
for sure.
When she said that, my first thought was just some dude in the basement pirating films. I don't know why, I just thought
No,
of
like
that.
an ARG
So
pirate.
just some like
Like that-
basement dwelling nerd.
Like that commercial from the early 2000s, like, you wouldn't steal a car, would you? Or you wouldn't steal a plane, would you? But why would you steal movies? Don't pirate movies. You
My
remember
dad
those
did that so
commercials?
much.
No.
You'd have to see them later. But they were in like every movie. Like in the early 2000s, it was like one of those commercials before the movie actually started. But those are funny. Carly, what do you think?
I really have no idea.
Boo.
It's good effort.
I really can't think
What's the
of
first
a
one that
good
comes to your mind?
I mean, I was a black cat, but everyone was a black cat. I was like 3. I was just picturing like this picture of me when I was in the costume. It was cute.
Oh. I think 2 came to mind right off the bat. My personal favorite one that we did was one year I wanted to be Jack the Ripper. And since technically there's not really a costume for it, I kind of came up with whatever we wanted. So I had like a top hat, like a full-blown suit. I saw this like cigar thing that like if you put your tongue to it, it looks like it's actually lightning at the end. I'm like, oh, I'm 10. This is the coolest shit ever. So I grabbed one of those things. I had a cane. And I thought it was cool because I had like knives all over me. And my dad would take like blood and just kind of like splat it on me. So I, like it legitimately looked cool. But there's also one when I was like 5 that I was an elephant. And it was one of those like blow up elephant things.
Blow up.
with that air thing that makes it look really
Like
big.
those big dinosaurs that they have now.
Yeah, but I
Oh
was
my
an
God.
elephant. It was great. Yeah, the Jack the Ripper one was my favorite though.
That one's unique, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I was also a ninja probably at some point because I do remember those weapons.
Should dress up as John Wayne Gacy.
The clown.
Yeah.
You can dress up like Dahmer. Just dye your hair blonde.
That's overplayed. Just wear a wig. Why would I dye my hair?
Be more
I'm
fitting.
embracing the gray.
It really is. It's coming a lot thicker now.
Thanks. So, you want to do bad costumes?
Yes.
Yeah, we could go back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Off the top of my head, I remember one year I was Hannibal Lecter, and I thought it was like a decent choice, but like
It's
the
like
mask,
being murderers, don't you?
the mask didn't fit, so it was like too big for me, and I was just wearing a jumpsuit that just said like local Halloween. It was something that it didn't look scary at all. It was a bright orange jumpsuit, and I was trying to be scary. I had a machete for some reason.
How do you pick being a Hannibal Lecter when you're young? Like, what do
I
you
was, like,
do?
12.
Psychopath.
Like,
I
I
have
looked
mental
that up and
problems.
I'm like, you were really this guy?
I was,
for
yeah,
Halloween?
exactly. I was trying to pull that
Yeah.
mask
No.
off.
I don't. Yeah, that's
You've never even seen the movie?
No.
gross.
Oh, that's the
What is
reason
that?
why.
What's that movie called?
Hannibal.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs, yeah.
Oh, there's also.
We watched that. Remember? Buffalo Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put his wiener between his legs and he was like, I'm a woman now. It's a messed up movie. What about you, Carly? Any bad Halloween costumes?
The one that I think of is I tried to be a bat one year. Didn't work out.
Why?
Cause like I made it.
Oh.
That makes sense.
You literally couldn't tell what it was.
The homemade
It was
ones
just
usually
like
are the
black.
worst.
It looked like a black cat.
Not always.
I said usually.
I know.
I mean, my parents are not creative. Luckily, you had your grandma and your dad.
Yeah, because my grandma goes all freaking out for Halloween. So
Halloween's
Love
never
that.
been big for me.
she
It's
makes
just like,
half their barn is filled with Halloween shit. You should see the stuff that they're making already for next year's party. It's insane.
Have you seen?
Yeah, my grandpa right now is working on like a rocking chair thing where it's a
where
motor
it'll
that
rock
like
by
it'll rock
itself.
by itself, and he keeps taking like hot glue and like melting it over a skeleton so it looks like oozy and shit.
Ooh.
They go way far on these things.
Well, and they have people like hide in the wood and stuff.
Mhm.
I told them that. Well, I told you that we would,
Can't believe I
we would
did
join
that
in
once.
on that.
It was literally
Hiding
like
in the
on my
woods?
birthday.
Yeah, scaring kids and shit.
I don't want to be
How many
walking
kids
through the woods.
go to their house?
There was quite a bit that last time.
Yeah, so
Because now Ryan's got 2 little
true.
ones.
And a lot of it has to do with my sister's friends, and I feel like that's
Yeah.
what a lot of the kids were. I also still have like little kid cousins,
Mhm.
so that was most of it. But they also do like adult ones too.
Definitely gonna bring a chainsaw.
You should.
Without the blade.
Yeah, you do that because that's what they do at Darkside, and it's like really kind of scary because you smell like the gas.
Mhm. The only
It's
thing that
creepy.
I saw a video.
I'm gonna get a gun and have blanks in it.
Oh my god.
No, don't do it! Bah, bah, bah. Holy shit! This is scary.
Don't get too close, or we're gonna have another. What's his name? Fuck. Don't you remember?
Don't know.
It was like early. I think it was early this year.
Oh,
The actor.
Oh, the
shit.
Rust guy?
Yeah. Fuck. What's his name? Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't stand too close to the gun.
Shoot him
Still-
in the
still
air
kill.
or at cars or something.
Well, it's basic firearm safety rules.
Oh yeah.
Point it at the ground and that'll be good enough.
Mm-hmm. I got a funny story.
That would be fucking legit, though.
Yeah, I got a funny story.
Wait, we didn't finish our.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I had a funny story, but I'm going to let you two finish. So, Danielle.
So my
my
bad costume, it wasn't so much a bad costume. It was like Michigan weather around Halloween is typically a toss up if it's gonna be like warm or cold.
Yeah,
It's always.
And I was
For-
Raining.
our listeners definitely
Or
know if they're
snowing.
from the area. You were out there at one point on Halloween with your winter coat on, going up to people's places, and you had to unzip your coat like, I'm a princess or something.
okay. So that's like the concept of where I'm going. With
Okay.
This. So I was literally going to be a pink princess for
Mm.
Halloween, like when I was like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it was like chance of snow flurries in the forecast, and my mom was like, well, you're wearing a jacket under that. And I was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
I did not want to wear a jacket under that because it ruined the cuteness of my costume.
Mhm.
And I was beyond livid. And there's a picture of me in my big ol' my pink jacket under my pink dress.
You were pissed.
And I was not loving it.
Yeah.
And that's my bad costume, I would say.
So, two come to mind. One, Let's be real. It was a bad costume. It was just a little iconic because we had a Halloween party with it.
Mm-hmm.
Beer man.
Okay, that was funny though.
Yeah, it was funny, but it was a bad
Beer
costume.
Man.
That mask finally got thrown away.
Yep, it
I
was.
can't
It
believe
was
you kept it for so long.
not really intentionally, but it was. So it was just
forgets.
a 24-pack Budweiser box cut into like almost like a Spartan helmet.
Like those
sort of.
masks that you would get on like the side of cereal boxes when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And you can cut it out
The
with the
cutting
cereal box
pattern.
and put it on your face.
So that'd be one. And then another one, because of what she said, there was a year that, I was a basic kid dressed up as Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we got snow. So my parents got me a size, like, larger. And I
Mhm.
wore a whole snowsuit underneath.
I'm pretty sure
Fluffy
that
Spider-Man.
elephant costume that I wore a coat under it, but because the
Yeah,
air
but
was
it
being
makes
blown
sense.
around
It would be
it,
fine.
nobody knew. So I was
Although
fine.
it was probably cold air.
Oh, it was not. It was in the warm. It was just air from outside. So I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It was
Can I get some
right in
candy?
Man, how fun. It'd be fun. I know it's kind of like past the hype of it, but those dinosaur suits.
Oh, the T-Rex ones that
Yeah.
people do
They-
like acrobats and shit. Those are awesome.
cool too. All right, let's do dream costume.
Dream
Like-
costume?
Like one you could go full out on or something like that.
Okay, let me tell you one thing though. My dad is probably the best person whenever it comes to this stuff because
Oh my God,
he
last year was
goes.
last year.
What?
Last year was great.
What did he do last
They
year?
did like the 80s or something.
Oh
He-
yeah, my
he
dad
was-
goes all
He
out.
had a whole boombox like
He had a
the
boom box.
giant one.
He had like the classic. Like, here, I'll see if I can find
like
photos of it.
parachute. jacket
While you look,
pants.
just because it came to my mind, or
He's
I'll
just
forget.
dancing.
So my cousin Melinda and her husband Yvonne, they dressed up as Big Bang Theory, fucking
Sheldon and Amy.
yeah, Sheldon and Amy. Like
And it
they,
was good.
They killed it too.
It was really impressive.
I just remember your dad like switched his whole attitude. Like he was going.
Oh, my dad
crazy.
was just like,
He took the role like it's serious.
yeah. Imagine like, have you ever seen those like 80 workout videos? You're just happy
was
for no
him.
reason. He would just go up and down.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
pretty
he
damn
looked
good.
so much like
Uh-huh.
Sylvia.
That's pretty damn good.
I'm so bad at costumes. Like especially like the couples costumes. Well, we did the angel and the devil. That one wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I like that one. I thought we were super cute. Yeah, so here's a photo of my dad with his big ass boombox.
Oh my god, that is good.
That's good.
And
That's
he was
good.
doing the pose.
So, but like he went all out. Like back when he was younger, he would show me. Like I think my favorite costume he ever did, and he spent way too much money on it, was when he was Darth Vader one year.
So does he decorate his house like pretty extra? too?
No,
No. kinda
it's
surprising.
only for parties.
Okay.
My dad dressed up as Darth Vader with like a real like freaking helmet. The lightsabers that like you don't get from a store, like you press a button, the thing goes, and the thing was badass.
Dude, ask her. I've been like looking at
He's
him. I really
been
want to get one so
obsessed.
bad.
He was a caveman one year. He did the Wolfman thing a couple years ago where he wore a suit and he had like a whole wolf mask on. But my favorite one, if it's such an old photo, but Dad told me one year he dressed up as the devil. And I thought he was doing something like how I did it where I just wore horns. No, he painted his whole body red. He
Wow.
put like those prosthetic horns on his forehead and like
Wow.
painted over it. And he looked sick as shit because he wore like a black
remember
suit.
seeing
I'm like,
that
that looks awesome.
Since he's
Didn't
willing to do
they
that,
Dress as old people once too.
Oh, when my dad dressed up as old people, his goal was to never look at any camera. So anytime someone was taking a picture, he would act like an old guy and go, and like look off in the
Like, not know what's
distance.
going on.
That's good. your dad's a funny dude.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's just how.
But since he was willing to do that for the devil,
Mhm.
how cool would it be if he did like Darth Maul?
Oh, that would be
I'll bring up a
sick.
picture in case you guys don't know what that character is.
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
Star Wars. It's a Star Wars thing.
Oh, that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be freaking sick?
True.
Mhm.
Well, if he goes that all out, then yeah, that would be.
I could see him doing that.
I didn't realize that guy was a Star Wars character. I guess he
Yeah.
looks like someone else.
He's one of those rare dual wielder or like the dual
Oh.
blade. He gets cut in half.
He gets cut in half?
Yeah.
I guess I've never seen the movie.
It's
In
unfortunate
the fuck, which one's the second one? Episode 2, whatever that one's called. No, episode 1. Sorry.
There's the costume one. I think.
The little kid ones, the eBay one.
Where
Oh,
I'm blind
the
as
mask.
fuck.
Go up
Up.
or one. Yep.
All that.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
But this
Well, I don't
kind
know,
of
what's your
pertains to
dream?
mine.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your dream costume?
I don't know. I think the devil thing would actually be like really cool, but I would like want to make it go like even bigger. Like who was it? My uncle Ryan. Do you remember the year that he dressed up as like a big giant and he wore stilts? Oh yeah,
Was I there?
I think so.
That was your other girlfriend.
This is my other girlfriend. He wore stilts, so
That other bitch.
he was like 8 feet tall, and he had. Like,
I was not there.
You sure?
There's no way. What year was it?
No, it was my other girlfriend. Anyway. No, it was probably, because they did it last year, which means they would have done the party 2 years prior to that. So this was probably like that December, or that October, and then 2 months later I met you. So whatever. Other girlfriend. Anyway.
You did not have a girlfriend then. Okay.
So he wore these stilts that made him like 8 or 9 feet tall, and he had like these crutches that he turned into arms, and he would like act like he would grab you and shit. And I think it'd be cool if they had like maybe make you like 7 feet tall or something, but like paint him as like hoofs and have like the wings, like go full out like devil shit. Tim Curry was a devil in the movie one time. I wouldn't go this far out with the makeup, but like if you just look up devil next to it. He went like
this dude?
full out with that shit. I think
That
I
was
would.
for a movie.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd do horns that big, but I think that looks cool as shit in my opinion.
That is pretty cool. Or be Hellboy.
Yeah. Hellboy would be another awesome one.
You know Hellboy?
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Ron Perlman Hellboy, though. Yeah.
But with the horns.
I don't know if I do the horns.
You don't think so?
Maybe do like half a horn.
He's
For
scary
one.
looking.
Yeah. He literally looks like a fucking gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that David
Well,
Harbour.
Well, it's obviously a bodysuit.
Now, if you look up that David Harbour, the guy from,
This one?
no, shit, I don't know if they're going to have it because you typed in Ron Perlman. Go up and then just get rid of the Ron Perlman and put Dave. I have no idea how to spell his last name.
Dave Stewart?
No, that's the
No,
guy
it's
that
a
made the
comic.
movies, or the comic books. It's the guy from Stranger Things, though.
Oh. What did it come out last year?
2019. Yeah, and this one, he just looks grosser for some reason.
Ugh. Not a good look.
No. They went too extra on it.
And it wasn't a good movie. Like, it was a rated R version of Hellboy, and I was actually, like, excited, because I'm like, okay, they can actually get away with more shit then. And it really wasn't that good.
It's unfortunate.
He did fight, like, a Mexican... What is it?
David Harbour.
Yeah. I just didn't know how to spell his last name. But, like, a luchador in the beginning of the movie that turned into, like, a bat. That was kind of cool. And then that guy right there, he turned into, like, a were-cougar or something like that. Yeah.
Alright, Carly, yours?
Oh, I have no
Dream.
idea. I haven't really thought about it. I'm not big on Halloween.
Loser. Going into the
I
wrong
know.
family.
Yeah. It's a kind of tradition, but it's okay.
What?
Nothing. What about you guys?
So I've actually been considering like my answer for this, and I came up with one that like I've wanted to do this costume for a really long time, but I honestly like to do it. I don't know how to do it well because the like costumes that you buy just don't look good.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to do a corpse bride costume.
Ooh,
That'd be
okay.
kind of cool.
I just think that is like so awesome, but I don't know how to do that without like it looking like shit. So.
Just cut off your arm.
Well, because like look her up, like. Like, all the dresses that they sell are, like, shit. Like, that does not even look like what she looks like in the movie.
Well, to
And,
be
like,
fair,
I
this-
understand it's animated,
Yeah.
but, like,
Isn't that stop motion
yes.
animation or something like that?
But
You
I
two
just
should-
think those are so cool.
You two should do the Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, this is dream costumes, okay? my dream costume does not concern her. Unless she wants to play a character that would work with her. So one would be like a fucking realistic stormtrooper.
You know?
How sick would that
He's
be?
on his own for that one.
You could be a stormtrooper too.
She could be a female Jedi.
You could be Rey. She's a,
Actually, stormtroopers
I don't know
were
what that is.
Empire, so she couldn't be a Jedi.
it's who is Rey? Is it Luke's kid?
No. She's Palpatine's
Who's Princess Leia?
granddaughter.
Oh yeah, Princess Leia and Luke, brother and sister duo.
Yeah, be the sexy Leia.
Oh.
Gross.
That was the one part of that movie that after you found out they're brother and sister, I'm like, why would you have them kiss?
Maybe that's spelling wrong. Whatever.
Oh, it's Leia.
Of course it is.
And you got to do like the whole honey.
Little bun.
one?
What the fuck?
Oh. Oh, when she was with Jabba.
Yeah.
No.
The slave.
Yeah,
I
you
think
dress
she's a
up like
slave or
that.
something.
Justin could dress up like Jabba the Hutt.
Finally, something that would fit. No, but it would probably be a like really realistic stormtrooper, or movie realistic, or
with functioning laser.
like if I'm gonna go away from Star Wars,
Yeah, I think you should.
definitely go all out on an assassin, like Assassin's Creed.
That would be cool.
That would be fucking lit.
How fucking
I'd fucking
awesome
believe.
would it be to figure out how to do a Ghost Rider costume? Like
That
how to
would be
figure
cool,
out
too.
how to do the flaming skull thing.
That'd be difficult, but that'd be freaking cool.
Wouldn't it?
I guess you could do the cooled down version where it's just the skull head.
Just like the air, like a little vacuum that's blowing those little like fire
papers.
things. Yeah.
I mean, it would work better than actually catching your head on fire.
I guess.
Yeah,
Look
that'd
up,
be cool.
look up Ghost Rider costumes. I want to see what comes up now. Because I swear what I just said is actually a thing. It would not surprise me.
That's pretty cool. It's like a
Why is it
3D
always
printed. Fuck you. Alright, okay, just. Either way, that's pretty cool though. 3D printed.
Mm. Yeah, because there's no way in hell. I don't even know. The girls could get away with that. Like a girl
Oh, the
Ghost
fire
Rider
hair,
with their
yeah.
fire hair.
Yeah, some of those are pretty cool.
Just wear like a protective cap.
Walter White.
It's $22 at Walmart with free shipping. I don't believe it. Fat.
Spectacular creations.
how-
Chunky, chubby, inflatable man costume. I'll just wear a small shirt.
Extra small. Good damn.
Females.
Mm-hmm.
All
I was
kinds of
looking up
phones.
ideas actually, and I have a new one.
We were looking up at Superman. Pizza Man.
Oh, you're ready to change topics, so I have a new one.
Oh, well, what do you want to talk about then?
While we're on the topic of like favorite things, like
Mm-hmm.
stuff
Ooh.
that you like carved on pumpkins.
Oh, that's not where I was thinking you were going with
Where are you
that.
thinking?
I saw a picture.
Candy.
That too.
Okay.
You can do whatever. You can do
Gross.
candy.
I put coffee in here, by the way. That's why this is.
Brown.
Coffee. You put your Big B in there.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I put protein powder in this bitch.
Of course you did.
Protein.
It was good.
You're so weird.
Anyway, so what would you?
No, it's
So-
just all ice.
And, like, do you have like a favorite thing that you've ever carved into a pumpkin before?
I honestly never loved the pumpkin thing.
No.
No, I've done it before.
Messy and it dies in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
My
especially
favorite
with our
part is
weather.
when he and I carved pumpkins at his uncle's, and those bitches sat on a table until spring the following year.
Yeah, they were.
That was fucking gross.
They're just mushy brown, probably.
Yeah, I think it stained the table.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
It was so gross. No, but I would say my favorite that I ever did was it wasn't even really like carving, because I liked Assassin's Creed a lot when it was like 2013, 2014. And I I traced the Assassin's Creed logo on
Yeah.
a pumpkin, and I did glow in the dark paint
Ooh.
on it. And it was cool.
It'd be cool to paint pumpkins.
Yeah.
Less messy.
Yeah.
True.
Just can't see it at night.
Unless you have
Unless
a
you
light.
Did you?
yeah, like a black light paint so
That would
it
be cool.
glows. That'd
Yeah.
be sick.
I mean, I've carved pumpkins, but nothing comes to mind.
It's always like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
face.
My dad's really good at it too, but
My dad is good.
that was just the thing.
I was
like,
never old enough to be good at it. I stopped doing it by the time I could.
Yeah, because like my sisters were kids, so they could get away with whatever they want. My dad was going all out, so no matter what, I was either going to be related to my sisters or, yeah, I just like, nope, I'm good. I'll just watch you guys carve pumpkins.
Wasn't there a show where people would do like
Yes.
an actual competition?
Mhm.
Yep.
I
Like
saw
3D
that
cr-
the other day
Carved ones.
at the
That'd be cool.
orthodontist.
They also have one where they,
Pumpkin it.
we saw that
Pumpkin
video.
chunk-
Yeah,
pumpkin chucking. Sorry.
yeah,
Chunky?
with that lady that
Pumpkin
took the
chunky.
pumpkin and she
Pumpkin
like
chunky.
pulled it back and it
Chunky.
went right at her face.
Yeah, you
She
know
was
that fucking
completely-
broke some bones.
She was completely fine.
Really?
Yeah. I remember
I
watching.
guess they are for the most part hollow.
They're
It's like a
heavy.
dead blow hammer. I guess.
Is there like a silent version of it? But anyway.
silent version?
Well, yeah, we don't have to listen to it. But like this lady gets smacked the shit with the pumpkin. Like she take like a slingshot. She just keeps going all the way back. And lets it go, and the thing just does not work.
That was very clean
Slingshot.
shot.
It is what it is.
It'll work. Yeah, that one right there.
Watermelon.
Oh, it was a
Oh,
watermelon?
wow.
Oops. They did have a pumpkin one though. Yeah, I remember the pumpkin show because they would have like catapults, and they would.
Yeah, they were like all out on that.
I think this was maybe a part of the Amazing Race. Yeah, right here. Watermelon probably.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my god.
I wish she turned her head.
I think a watermelon
Oh my
would hurt so
gosh.
much worse than a pumpkin.
Yeah.
If I
Are
had
you
to.
sure she turned her head? Looks
Yeah,
like
it
it
looks
turned
like
her
she
head
turned
more.
her
Damn.
They better check her for her fucking concussion.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
She's
I'm
definitely gonna be
sure she
bruised
had
up.
one.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I feel like I'm done.
I don't know. I would say a pumpkin would hurt worse because
True.
what if you get hit with the stem?
True.
Ow.
true.
You know, I've seen people carve pumpkins now with, they take like a cookie cutter and they pound it into
Oh.
the pumpkin.
That's a good idea.
But like then
That's
it's still,
lazy
it's
as
not
fuck.
cleaned out.
Or using
My
one
dad-
of those like turkey carver things, like the electric ones.
Oh yeah, that
True.
would work too.
Did you ever use like a drum? I think we used like a Dremel. You know what that
Dremel's a
is?
good idea.
Mm-hmm. No, I've never used one of
That
those.
makes sense.
Like
We
I
did
said, I
that.
didn't love the
We
pumpkin
did
carving
that.
thing.
with our
Yeah,
pumpkin.
Use your multi-tool.
I like
No,
wrote my
that's
name with
still
it in a
tough.
pumpkin.
A Dremel is probably the best tool to
True.
use.
See, when my dad would carve pumpkins, he would take all the seeds and then like
Yeah, they just
roast them.
posted that.
Then he would roast
Did you
the
see
pumpkin
that?
seeds. Yeah. And
They just did their.
they're like freaking crack. I don't know what my dad seasons them with, but it's so
I've never-
good.
I don't think I've had.
I don't think I've ever had
Well, you also
pumpkin
like
seeds.
Me
seeds. So.
either.
Mm-hmm.
I've had sunflower seeds and trail mix, but that's about it.
Pumpkin seeds are really good.
Yeah, I know. You aren't
They
those
don't
what
look
you
good.
would eat at? No, those are sunflower seeds that you eat at the baseball
Mhm.
thing. You spit in your
Pumpkin seeds
seed
are,
shells all over the place.
Pumpkin seeds are a seasonal type of seed.
Yeah,
Take a break
but
from
they don't
sunflower.
taste like pumpkins or anything, so like that just seems like a waste.
They're big though, and they taste good.
That's fair.
Okay, let's talk about like scary scenarios.
Scenarios?
Yeah. Like what's something that you would not want to be in? Like something that would fucking terrify you.
Actually, I wrote down some stuff, and this story I heard it from that Mr. Ballin. You ever listen to him?
No.
But this is one of those stories that freaked me the hell out, and just thinking about the concept of it is kind of freaky. So this guy in Alaska, he owned a bakery, so that was like his main thing. And at night, apparently Anchorage, Alaska has like a really bad problem with prostitutes. Didn't know that. I didn't think that strippers or prostitutes would want to be in the middle of an Alaskan cold front and be trying to work the corner and shit.
Truckers.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, this guy would pick up girls and take them out to his barn or his house. And mind you, I think he was married too. And he would like abuse the girls and stuff. And you know, if you ever watch a horror movie or like any scary stuff, and like if they're doing this stuff to you without a mask or anything on, chances are like you're not coming back out of this. Because if they were wearing like a ski mask, they don't want to be caught if they get let go. So she never did that. And he had a plane and he flew out to like this remote part of Alaska, and he would just have a gun and he'd say go. And so they would have to go out. He said, yeah, there's an opening that if you keep going, there's like another town. If you make it to it, you'll be fine. But I'm hunting you the whole time. I'm like, oh, just the thought
Real
of
life
that.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, like just the thought of being hunted. And mind you, these girls are like naked, going through swamps and over things, and in the middle of freaking Alaska where there's
Should
other
make it
animals and
afraid.
shit. They said
That
that.
sucks. This would be so much better.
They said they made a movie about this. I think Nicolas Cage was in it for some reason too.
He's been in some bad movies.
Yeah, but there was this one girl that was gonna get on that plane, but then luckily got out of it, and then she told them about it, and then they went out to this area and they found like 40 odd bodies. So nobody knows how many people he's done this to. But I'm like, fuck that to high hell. No, I would.
That was a wicked dude.
Just think about
Not
it,
like,
like
a cool wicked, by the way.
like have
So we're
fun,
clear.
go out, and if I find you, you're done. But you can get out. But like he'd always take them to parts that like there's no way you're not gonna get out.
Yeah, you got frostbite, wolves.
Just the thought of being hunted is something I'm just like, ugh. And if there's no way of protecting myself,
When the hunted becomes the hunter.
then you become like. Have you ever seen the Predator movie? When
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger covers himself in mud. That's what I do. Cover myself in mud. Wait till.
Have
they
you
walk
seen the
by
one
and-
where they're when it's fucking like Indians, Native Americans?
No, I think that's only on Hulu.
I saw it on Plex, which is just downloaded stuff, but
Oh, okay. Was it good?
it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
newer.
get to finish it because the like glitched out in like the last
Mhm.
20 minutes or something like that, but it was good.
Oh, I also started watching that Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's not good.
I never cared for the game. I was never gonna watch the movie.
I thought the game was
He was
interesting.
like obsessed. He kept trying to watch it. I'm
I
like,
wanted to
do
watch
not-
it, and then I watched
don't
like 30
watch it.
minutes of it. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those video game movies where the acting's horrific, but like the animatronics in the movie are actually really cool looking. And
Okay.
Shaggy's in it for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck?
So what's a scenario you would not want to be in?
that. Don't want
I
to
mean,
be
give
hunted.
another one because that's like a real story.
Ugh. Open water, I think, scares the shit out of me. And so, like, I know, like,
Like stranded on a raft or something.
not even that. Just being in the middle of the water. Like
Like if you were on an island in the middle of the.
like my brother and my stepdad will go out deep sea fishing, and like they're in the middle of the fucking ocean. What if something happens,
In
like
the
a storm?
ocean?
Yeah, down in Florida when they would go down.
Oh.
And
That'd be cool though.
it would be cool, but imagine a storm comes in, you get knocked off a boat, and you're in the middle of nowhere now. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
I
that's
would
like-
fucking
Mm.
hate that.
I hate like the ice, like how people go ice fishing.
But yeah, but that's
Falling
usually on
under the
lakes.
ice.
Yeah, that part would suck.
Carly knew somebody that's what happened to him.
Yeah,
It's rational fear. I'll give you
it's a fear for sure. Well, it was my coworker's son.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his friends all fell through.
And he,
They all got out except him. I don't know.
Remember what happened to Noah? Noah P.
yeah, he had a heart attack in the middle of a jet ski, didn't he?
I thought he had an asthma attack.
Or an asthma attack. You're right. Then he just fell off.
Yeah.
That's
That
messed up.
sucks.
I don't like water.
I don't love
Yeah, I'm
water
not,
either.
I can swim, but as soon as my feet can't touch, like just something like messes with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I start freaking out.
Like you're
I
in a
like
pool and then you jump in the deep end.
No,
like,
a
go
pool's
straight-
different because you can still
Pools
see
are
the bottom.
fine.
Mhm.
Like
Well,
when you
I
guys
just-
kept
no.
going out in the lake, I was like,
Oh, when we were at home.
go farther, please.
Well, to be honest,
Yeah,
that.
I let Cody
I also
go
someone
wherever
I
he wants because he
graduated
can
with
really swim.
drowned in Lake Michigan,
Oh yeah.
so I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't love water. If like Houghton Lake was okay because I felt like that frickin' like it went out way farther than I thought before it started actually dropping off. Because like Cody was out there and he was still
Yeah,
standing.
but he's
That
a
was
good
scary.
swimmer though. Like,
it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying he's
Mhm.
above average swimmer.
Mhm.
I mean,
How do
he'll
you
swim
know that?
circles around us
Oh, for sure.
just because Navy.
I go until I'm about chest deep and then I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah, but there's
That's
like,
pretty much where I am.
I'm like,
Current-
But when I was a kid, I would go
You know
out to the
currents
buoys,
can
no,
just,
no
like,
problem.
oh yeah.
pull you under.
Yeah, that's what freaks me out about like the lakes, like the big
Oceans.
lakes or oceans, is those currents that can
currents.
grab you. Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
what
because
happened
you're
to,
not
like,
strong enough.
guy.
No
Oh,
matter
yes.
how strong you think you are.
Yeah.
And
They claim if
especially
you swim parallel to it, you can get out of it, but I don't know if I believe that.
See, they say that, but like,
You also have to reserve your energy.
if you're underwater,
can't fight it.
how do you know which way you're going to be swimming?
Literally.
Swim parallel. I can't fucking see you, so
That's
where
why
am
I have no interest in trying to surf or anything close to that.
Nope. Not only
That
that,
shit
because
will
of the
fuck you
sharks.
Yeah, that too.
I've
Well,
seen
that's still
Soul
rare.
Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Soul Surfer.
Oh, I thought you said Silver Surfer. Like, that's a Marvel character. Doesn't really have much to do with
I do
surfing.
space surfing. That looks cool as shit.
Made of metal? That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Ollie on the fucking rings of Saturn.
Well, that's skateboarding. but-
Well, I put wheels on
and
my fucking
Ollie is
surfboard.
like a jump.
Well, I'm doing that shit on the rings of Saturn because it's cool as shit. Anyway, Danielle.
What was the, like, a bad scenario?
Yeah, scenario you would be freaked out in.
A spoopy scenario.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that, honestly.
Nothing like
You don't like heights, right?
I don't mind heights if
Oh,
I'm...
this is.
So what about that one movie that just came out? Those girls on top of the radio tower.
We've talked about this multiple times.
Fuck that.
We're gonna skip part of that.
Well, either way,
Past that.
fuck that.
I agree, but I'm
Fuck
pretty
that.
sure we've talked about that like 2 or 3 times on this podcast.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely have.
I don't think I would be comfortable in a situation where I would be, like, underwater in, like, a submarine.
Mm-mm.
Not even from, like, the whole, like, thing that imploded.
Unless it has a PlayStation controller.
Like, not even from, like, that. I just don't like that idea of, like, you're in a confined space and you're, like, thousands of feet underwater.
Nope.
And if something goes wrong, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because of all the pressure.
Yeah, because even if you do get out of this submarine, you're underwater with all that pressure. There's no fucking
You
way.
can't swim to the top because you're miles underwater.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're miles underwater, you get crushed instantly. So
That's why
it's
if I
not
ever
swimming anyway.
That's why if I ever did join like any service, my ass is in the army because they stay to the fucking ground. I'm not getting on a boat and I'm not getting up in a plane because that's another thing that like planes are cool as shit, but if you get shot,
True.
I've always loved jets.
oh yeah,
I would definitely fly if I could, but I can't.
Top Gun.
A little bit of an issue they don't like.
You know, my dad said that that's what he wanted to do, but it was the same situation. He says your eyes were shit.
And you have to be really, really smart too. So
Don't you have to be kind of short too?
you
Well,
probably
he's
have.
kinda short.
I'm not tall.
No, I mean, but isn't that like a requirement?
Yeah, you can't be a fucking basketball player.
I mean,
size.
my dad's 6'4". I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably a little tall.
You know.
And they probably cap it at like 6 foot or something.
Oh, that's another. Okay, I came up with another scenario that freaked me out. But you have any situations
A Saw type scenario.
like a Squid Games or a Saw Death
Like you have
Game
to
kind of
complete
stuff?
something.
Yeah,
or
where you have to
solve a
complete like
puzzle.
a self. What do you want to call that? Where you have to fucking like dig in your eye, pull out a key.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
I'll just
either.
die.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You sound like Carly. Like.
Can you realistically see yourself doing that?
No.
What if he did it and he's like, "Holy shit, it was just a prank, bro."
That was in the Scary Movie 4 thing. He goes,
I believe
"Holy
it.
shit, he did it! He did it! I'm like, I can't believe you did that, idiot! It's in the other eye."
I've actually never seen the Saw movies, and I do want to see them
I've
at some
seen
point.
almost all of them. I think
Have you?
My parents
Yeah.
watched those. I know that, but I never watched
they're
them.
not. They're all right,
The
but
first
still,
one's
like, imagine if you were in that scenario though, like real.
I need
That
to show
would
you.
fucking suck.
I need to show you the scene from Scary Movie 4 because like there was we don't have to watch it, but there's a scene where Dr. Phil and Shaq are
Oh,
in
I
a
think-
Saw scenario, and it's so funny
Oh, I think I've seen that.
because the only way to get out is for Shaq to make a free throw.
Oh,
yeah. I've seen that. I think he's shown me that.
You can't do it.
It's only 3 minutes. We'll
Why
watch
is
it.
it Spanish? Oh, it's...
It's just.
Oh, this was back when he was still playing basketball too.
Hit the metal arm with something. There. Just make the damn basket. What the hell was that for? Hurt my feelings. Your feelings? The hell with your feelings. Everybody with their feelings. I'm obese. My kids are bad. Help me, help me. Just shut up. Why can't I fix anyone? I'm so dumb and worthless. Mama was right. Mama was right. Hey. Pull yourself together. You're a brilliant doctor. Not exactly. What? I just tell people to get real. I'm not even a psychologist. I'm an electrician.
I'm an electrician.
Failed you, Shaq. Failed you.
There's no way in hell that was all in the span of less than a minute, too. Yeah. Oh, that was in 30 seconds.
This never worked. Of course. He wants us to cut through our feet. You go first. Bullshit. Yeah. Probably not man enough. Guess your mama was right. Never. Who's your coward now, Mama?
Yeah, could you imagine cutting your foot off? I hear the bone is probably the worst part.
We're saved. What's wrong? Well, Mother.
Oh,
Those are such dumb movies. I love them.
that's the point.
Oh, that's great.
You got an idea for our next subject?
Yeah, I just wanted to say though that like another situation that like fucks with my head just thinking about it was back in Vietnam when people were over there.
Napalm.
No, not the napalm thing. The
It's like the-
underground tunnel situation. So the Viet Cong had bases underground, like miles and miles of bases underground. And there was a job for certain U.S. soldiers that if you were small enough, here's a gun, here's a flashlight, go. And they would set booby traps everywhere. Like if you go down one way, like if you hit a wire, there's a fucking snake that's coming down and biting your ass. There's also areas where they can fucking shoot you right on the spot. And like I said, all you get is a fucking flashlight and a 45. And it just fuck that. There's no way in hell I would ever get in that situation where you go down and you can't see a fucking thing and you don't know what's down there. Half the time they would just throw
caves. Those are
Ha-
kind of scary.
caves freak me the fuck out too. Like the ones that the ones in Kentucky that are miles and miles and miles deep. Fuck that. Hell no.
You know, you got to give it to America. They're pretty good when they don't have home field advantage.
Not Vietnam.
They lose one or two here and there.
But then
Pretty good everywhere else.
they said that if they couldn't figure out a way to get to those bases, they just throw bombs down there and just have all that dirt just crush you.
Why didn't they just do that?
I don't know. But fuck, think of that situation. Like, what if you're in a cave and all of a sudden, like, an earthquake happens and all of a sudden you're trapped? No fucking way of getting out.
It's like coal miners and stuff.
Next.
Fuck that situation. Okay. So, I know we've all seen spooky movies. Personally.
More movies?
Huh? Well, no, I'm just thinking of a topic of a
Okay.
movie.
What is it?
One of my favorite types of horror movies, though, were definitely monster movies, though. Monster movies were definitely just more fun, in my opinion. Because, like, killer movies are all the same. There's a bad guy, he's trying to get you.
Survives everything.
Survives everything from some fucking reason. Gets thrown out of a goddamn building, lands on his head, going, alright, here we go. But monster movies I always thought were cool as shit. So did you guys have any fun monster movies that you
Where do
enjoy
you
watching?
start? Because I'm not really thinking about any. Top of my
Monster
head.
movies.
I mean, Godzilla is definitely one of them.
Okay.
For sure. Like,
I wouldn't really call that a spooky movie, though.
I wouldn't say it's spooky, but it's still definitely good. But, like, did you ever see Quiet Place?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck that.
Okay. Yeah, those are good movies,
That's
too.
a good
I'll have to
one.
watch that sometime.
The Quiet Place is about...
Yeah, I've never. I know what it's about.
Okay.
But I never saw it.
That's pretty good.
Bird Box 2 was really good.
2?
The second
Not the
one?
second one, just like Bird Box.
Also-
Oh. I was like, there's a second Bird
What did they
Box?
both think that?
The Mist. Have you seen that one?
Fuck that.
Have you
Yes.
have you guys heard of The Mist?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, I'll look up a picture.
You want me to explain it?
Literally
Go ahead.
movies.
So The Mist is, I think the movie's set in Maine because this is a Stephen King book.
Is that like relevant? Does that matter?
Yeah, these are monster movies.
No, like why? Okay.
Yeah, but there's like these.
Maine.
Yeah. The story
Just
is,
monsters.
and this mist rolls in, and all of a sudden these monsters just start coming at him. Like
That's
that one
scary,
right there.
'cause you can't really see.
Oh, that ghost face looking one
This
down.
one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, they don't really show those until like
The
more
very
than half.
end,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one, Signs, the Alien movie.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
but
pretty
that was one of those movies that I'm just like,
Goofy, but
it's
it's
so
not bad.
scary, and all of a sudden like one of these aliens bumps into like a glass of water and it burns them. I'm like, water's your weakness, and you decided to go on a fucking planet where 75% of it's water? You shitting me?
That's fair.
Embarrassing.
That's fair.
I'm like, this is stupid. And then they just like sprayed him water.
I guess Alien movie is pretty good too.
Alien, like the original Alien
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Ugh. Predator.
I don't think I've actually seen those movies all the way through,
Mhm.
like a single one.
Alien vs Predator was also a really good.
I mean, I
movie.
haven't seen that one. I've seen. I guess it is. Where Alien vs Predator is where they're on Earth, right?
Yeah, but they're in like Alaska,
Yeah.
underground.
Yeah.
They find some type of shit. But I was also looking up, since we're from Michigan, I was looking up like local urban legends of monsters in the area. Have you guys ever seen anything that you thought was any suspicious? Like, for instance, one of the monsters that was known in the area is the Michigan Dogman. We have our own version of the werewolf here. And I've never personally seen monsters myself. I'm not one of those guys that's like, yeah, I've definitely seen monsters. But I have seen pretty fucking big dogs that do some freaky looking shit.
I'm not scared of dogs.
I'm scared of some
You're not scared
dogs.
of dogs. You've never had a large dog run after you or bark at you.
No.
It's rough. Just wait.
Dogs like me.
It's rough.
Until you
I see what
find-
you did there.
That was totally on purpose.
You got me there.
That's all. No, there's. You'd be surprised.
I mean,
Take
I
her over to
have
your
had
dad's
a dog
house and
bite
just
me in my face.
See
when
what
I was little,
Hemi
but
does.
Little
What
Hemi
kind
boy.
What kind of dogs? you
Hemi
get?
probably weighs as much as you do.
I've had dogs
Actually,
bite
probably
me.
more than you.
He's a
Actually.
German Shepherd, but he's not socialized at all.
Oh.
Ooh,
It's pretty bad.
he's a
I
big
mean,
boy.
they can be scary, but I feel like if it comes down to it, like, they're not hard to.
Yeah, I just hear like a
I
pair.
don't know, 150-pound German Shepherd.
As soon as he opens his mouth,
No
just take
offense.
your fist and
That dog probably weighs more than you.
Oh yeah.
A lot
take-
stronger than you.
I hear if you just take your fist and shove it down a dog's throat, though.
Bite your hand
Poke
off.
their eyes out.
Poke
I
their
don't
eyes out.
think. I don't know if dogs have like a really strong. I mean, it is strong, but not enough to like break through your bones.
Some dogs, yes.
No, to like just do an alligator chomp or just pulls
You
off.
know, pit
I
bulls
don't know.
don't let
Pit
go.
bulls got strong bite forces, though.
They do. I'm not saying it wouldn't fucking hurt. Could
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
cut some arteries and shit. But I'm not saying they're just gonna bite your hand off.
Well, what? How much?
This isn't T-Rex.
True. Yeah, I don't know, but we got werewolf. It's called Michigan Dogman, which I think is a bad thing. There's also something called here. Just hit it. I'll have to type it in because I don't
There's
even
a-
know how to pronounce it. So there's this other local legend. It's called I don't even know. I'll let you guys try to pronounce it.
Nine Rug.
So
Nine
it's this
Rug.
devil-like thing that
Satan worshippers.
Click. Why aren't you working?
Right
There we
clicking
go.
or left
Thank you.
clicking?
Do you know how to work?
Well, I think he was holding it and dragging.
Yeah, so the Nine Rouge, or the French Red Dwarf, or French for Red Dwarf. Yeah, they say that this guy is in a lot of photos, and if you see this creature in photos that you're taking, it apparently, like,
Like a curse.
yeah, it's like a curse. Like, they would take it in front of, like, a building in Detroit, and it would fall down, and the thing's, like, really tiny, and they apparently do this big march in Detroit every year where everybody dresses up like these demons, and I've never even heard of this thing.
White people, man.
White people in their creepy devils. I mean, look at this thing. Ain't that freaky looking? I don't even know what that is.
We're not gonna go there.
We're not gonna go
I'll
there.
definitely say some things.
What other things? Apparently, we also have our own version of
He
a
literally just
Nessie.
looked this stuff up.
Oh yeah. We apparently have our own version of a Nessie. I think it's in the Great Lakes region, but it's called whatever the hell that word is, Mishipashu. But it's kind of like this dragon-like creature. I think it's in Lake Michigan, if I'm not mistaken.
The Great Lynx. Lake Superior.
Oh, it's in Lake Superior. Okay.
Makes sense. Is Lake Superior
Do you
fucking
actually
huge?
believe that?
No. I think that's just one thing that I always find funny. That, like, there are certain creatures that you see out there that you just wonder, like, how... But why do people keep thinking, like... There's, like, sea creatures in mythological areas all over the country. All over the world. I mean, dragons alone. There's dragons written in Native American culture, Europe, China, everywhere. But why is that? And they're all different looking. But it's still essentially the same creature. It's a big reptile with teeth and claws and sometimes wings.
You know what I just thought about?
Hmm.
How much of the ocean floor is like fish skeleton?
Well, what about whales?
Aqua skeletons. I don't know
Probably
what the
like
fuck you want me to
decomposed
say.
though.
Aquaskeletons.
Melon?
Yep, just keep talking.
I don't like these.
Well, you're not coming up with anything, so I guess I will. We also, I saw something about
That's
this.
a hydranencephaly. I think
Yeah.
that's what it's called.
The disease
Mhm.
or whatever.
It's
you
just a
want
big head. Got a
Yeah,
bunch of. It's like spinal fluid
Talen's
in your
got that.
head. Melon heads. Oh my god.
that's what they call them.
No, they literally look like that. It's so scary.
Yeah, according to legend, a hospital in Saugatuck, Michigan was treating, say that word again,
The hydrocephalic?
or waterhead syndrome children. The hospital was forced to close and the children had nowhere to go, so they were released. And apparently, over in Saugatuck, people have seen these melon-headed children walking around. Now it's all cursed and stuff. But I'm like,
That's not a curse. It's a medical condition.
well, apparently they
You
died.
could say it's a curse.
They died,
Well, yeah. Look
and
at
they
it.
would see things
you
like
have
this.
to drain the fluid.
Mm-hmm. It's just freaky. So speaking of that,
I
Carly,
saw a baby like that, and she had like literally no brain, and it was crazy.
look at that. Scary medical conditions.
Conditions?
Yeah. Let's go back to all.
Ew.
10
Bizarre.
weird but real medical conditions. Jerusalem syndrome. No, I want to see. No, I want to see. How would you say that? Medical conditions? Or medical...
Diagnosis.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Diagnosis. That's weird. There's one where like all your organs are mirrored, like flipped.
Yeah.
Taylor
Oh,
has that
weird.
one. Foreign accent syndrome.
Hola.
Hola. Como
Fish
odor
odor.
syndrome.
Ew.
Kyle
Fail?
Sanford. Like no matter how many times he would brush his teeth, his mouth always like smelled bad, really
My
bad.
brother,
Which one?
Josh. Have you never smelled his breath?
Fuck. The whole Elephant Man situation. You ever heard of that?
No.
What?
What?
So there was this
Have you seen
guy.
that show, like, the strange, like, conditions? Have you seen that show?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. What is it? Elephant.
So
Okay.
it makes you have.
I've seen that before.
Well, people that
A
are like
lot of
600
people
pounds
have
get
that.
that.
Yeah, but you can clearly see it's just not even like really fat people.
Right.
Yeah, they made something called the Elephant Man. I cannot remember what his condition was.
You know, you talk about fears. Having a kid with like a severe condition
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It's so scary. I went to Loud Tournament and saw a bunch of kids with like conditions. It's just sad. And like
True.
half of them aren't even taken care of at home. Because their parents like don't have the time for it.
What's this word, Carly?
Proteus? I don't know.
Proteus syndrome. Yeah, but like that was a real person. Like none of this is prosthetic. I think this is kind of what his skull looked like.
Oh, his skull grew weird?
Yeah. Yeah, this is
I thought it was like fatty, like...
this is a real person. Just had all these weird growths on him.
There's so many medical conditions.
It's crazy. There was a story. Do you remember season 4 of American Horror Story? The guy that had the head on the back of his.
I think so.
That was based on a real story too.
Oh, like another face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. What is the show? Like, on what channel was it?
It was on FX, wasn't it?
No, not American Horror Story. I'm talking about the show where it's like strange medical conditions. I feel like...
Yeah, this thing.
This thing.
This guy was based on a... Oh, no, not this photo. But it was based on a real story where he had like a small mini head on the back of his head.
You gotta watch another season of that.
True. American Horror Story freak show.
It's not enough time for all the things we want to watch.
Yeah, this is the real guy.
Oh my gosh.
And Harry
Yeah, I've
Potter
seen
was just making fun of it.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like in India and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The weird conditions.
Well, that makes sense.
I love watching
Just a
shows
large
like that. It's
population
just
in
so
order.
intriguing
God,
to
I
me.
always...
Do you ever see the two-headed girl? The real two-headed girl?
Yeah.
She had her own show on, or they had their own show on TNC.
Yeah, it was two...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally two people.
Are
It's
they
just
still alive?
conjoined twins.
I think so.
There's a lot of conjoined
What's their names?
twins.
Brittany and Abby. What?
Against separation, yeah. they're
Well, no
not
shit.
separated.
How?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably a
They're like...
operation they wouldn't
I'm pretty
survive.
sure their nervous system and everything is like combined.
Whoa.
Have you never... Oh, that's like... Oh, that's so scary. It's like a
That's-
parasite.
That's just crazy to me. Especially the whole fact that it's just one body.
It's not, though. They each control like their side.
I know, but still. Two different personalities. When they start driving. Wait. They got married? Interesting. Wait, did one head
Dude's
get married and the
definitely
other
got a
head didn't? Huh?
That dude's definitely got a fetish.
For
A
sure.
really weird one.
For sure.
Hey, they always there's a fish out there somewhere for you.
I just can't imagine.
Weird. Maybe medical. What's that word?
You
Yeah.
keep saying
Birth
that.
defects. Do birth defects.
Do birth defects.
Okay. Weird birth. Defects. Top 10. There's always a top 10. Siamese twins. Yeah, I've seen these guys before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
They were like the oldest conjoined, I think.
before
No, keep scrolling.
before we go any further, I just want to see something. You know who Ben Carson is?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was known as like one. I think he was the first doctor that actually separated conjoined twins.
Good article.
Try that Washington Post one.
I don't know if they'd have any pictures of it. But he was, I think he was the first doctor in the U.S. to separate it.
Okay,
I can't.
Look at that.
go back to
Let's see. Patrick and Benjamin Binder were conjoined twins at the head, born in Germany, separated at Johns Hopkins Medical Center by a neurosurgeon, assisted by Ben Carson, Baltimore. So Ben didn't even do it.
He just
Assisted.
helped.
He
I'm
still
sure
helped.
It took forever.
But that's the part that screws with my head, is that they were separated at the head. So how do you do that and not... they're
What
just...
do you mean?
So, like, their heads were, like, connected, like,
Yeah.
that one... How do you do that and,
I
like,
don't know what you're talking about.
Very carefully.
just, like...
Just draw a line. So,
You just.
That
It depends on how connected they were.
was my
Did
question.
they have their
I'm like,
own skulls?
that was my question. Do they have two separate brains, or is it mushed into one big-ass brain?
if
Well,
it was that,
I'm sure
it
they
probably
do
wouldn't
like
have
MRIs and stuff to confirm that type of stuff before they even say like, oh, well, we
I've
can
seen
do the
this.
surgery.
Harry.
Yeah.
Ambras syndrome is a disorder that causes someone to be born with excessive hair.
Only 40 humans in the world with it at present.
It's crazy. Fused limbs.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
mermaid.
Oh, the mermaid thing. You're right. That's freaky too.
But I feel like that's not a hard fix.
Cyclopia.
Yeah, that's not a.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, being born as a cyclops.
Spooky.
There's the. Say that word.
Craniopagus?
Craniopagus?
Yeah, I told you it's a parasite.
So that thing's a parasite,
Yes, because it
Parasiticus.
literally takes all
or is
this
this a parasite?
nutrients
Or
from
is
the
she a
actual
parasite?
kid. What's the one tumor called when it has like hair and teeth and stuff?
Fucked up.
What's it called?
I
That
don't
might
know.
be on here.
That's creepy. A child is born with his twin inside him.
Yep, I've seen that.
Gross.
2 spines.
Whoa.
What?
Was born with a
So what?
disease, bone growth in areas that are hurt. When a child.
Oh, when they like break something, the bone like overgrowth.
Oh, progeria. Yeah. When you
Seen
look
that.
really old, even though the kid's probably like 13.
A tail?
What?
Oh.
What the hell is that?
Anencephaly. That's no brain. That's what that little girl had that I saw.
Whoa! That's not real.
That is-
I thought that was a stomach, then I saw the eyes and I was like, oh, that's not real.
Giant
What do you mean born with no head?
brain.
So say that word.
No brain or no skull?
That one looks like no skull. I don't know.
Say this word, Carly.
Anencephaly.
Is the absence of a brain and spinal cord.
Of course, there's no cure. It's not a
Yeah,
cure
but
for
this
just a
girl
lack
is
of
like
something in your body.
5. Like she has lived. It's so crazy.
You know somebody that had that?
Yeah, I told you. I wrote a paper on her.
Oh, that's right.
She has like the tiniest little cluster of cells as a brain, and she like
Oh, yeah. The one that's at Lyle's Torrent, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
She like
Interesting.
obviously is wheelchair bound and stuff. She can't really.
But did you
talk.
say she can talk?
She can say a couple words, which like how? She can control like her bladder and everything. She can eat a little bit.
That's just insane to think about.
How? How does her brain know how to do stuff like that?
Apparently, it's just the brain cells that actually work. I don't know. People always make that joke where they say,
It's a cool can.
no.
I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, it's got F1 on it.
Nice. Yours is boring.
Mine's just the original.
You got the
I
giant.
didn't even know.
All right, let's see any more. Oh, Chimera. Or this lady. She was born with a parasitic twin, and she has 4 legs.
Spider.
Ew.
Webbed.
Do you think people that have that, or like the mermaid syndrome, are like really good swimmers?
No.
I mean, that one doesn't seem like it's too big of
I
a.
feel like that one's pretty common.
That one, I feel like that one could be fixed.
Oh yeah, and I feel like the
Any of them
mermaid thing
can.
could
They'll
be.
just do a skin
you
grab,
still
I would
have
assume.
the bones.
Yeah.
Oh, the tree thing. Yeah,
Oh, that reminds me
Ew.
of fucking The Last of Us.
yeah. That's kind of what it looks like.
What are those ones called? Clickers?
Yeah.
I've seen videos of that. before.
Stop. What are you doing?
Just moving it on.
I'm trying to read
You gotta
it.
remember, people can't see what we're looking
Sorry.
I know. I was gonna read it, and
Until
then she
we
started.
get to the
I
time
have
where
very
we're
Still
reading.
read because
short
you're
attention span.
Well, I'm not smart, so I can't say
Well, you can just do your best.
epidermodysplasia
It's so
bird.
small. Wait, you think
Do
you're right?
Control Plus.
Or control and
It's
use the
epidermal
scroll wheel.
dysplasia.
She's
Here,
here.
I'm gonna take over.
You're right.
Okay, your scroll might be a little better.
Okay. Also known as treatment, illness. Wait, makes people really open to HPV and causes malignant skin tumors. Tumors usually start growing around age 20, which is weird.
Most likely cancer.
And most likely
Oh.
cancer.
I read that wrong.
But to me, it's just crazy how, like, it kind of does look like The Last of Us. Just the fact that, like, you literally look like you're growing a tree or a mushroom out of you.
This guy's
And apparently it's like-
hands.
It's, like, hard as shit, too.
I believe it.
Mermaid syndrome. What's that?
Oh, I've seen that before.
Gills?
No, it's just like a hole by your ear.
Oh, why is it called gills?
I don't know. Read about it. What does it say?
Vestigial gills, or gills left over from where that we needed
Is it
them.
really?
Sometimes show up in humans. They aren't functional in any way. They are kind of an anticlimactic, just showing up in a small hole above
That's
the ear.
weird. I have seen someone
What
with
do you-
it, and it's like really tiny though.
Something
Or
really easy
left
to hide,
over
too.
from when we needed them. When did we need gills?
Ancestors.
I don't know.
Did
Evolution.
you ever see that whole mermaid show on Animal Planet?
Well, I would assume it's just
No.
from when you. What's that? What do you call? Isn't there like a scientific name for when you're growing in the?
In utero? I don't know.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oh.
Because don't we start from the ass out?
Yeah.
No, it's your GI tract. I think it's so funny when he's like, yeah, you start out everyone's asshole.
Or maybe I'm just thinking about how like isn't a bear like eats you from the ass first or something like that?
I don't know.
What's that? What's
What's
the
a
heart
direct
one?
line to your
Go up.
intestines?
This one?
Yeah, what does it say?
I'm gonna
It
zoom out.
says Ectopia
Go
cordis.
down.
It is the technical term for being born with your heart either
Outside the
partially-
body.
Oh, I think I've seen a picture of
Yeah,
someone
I've
with
seen
that.
that.
What the fuck is that?
It's probably the overgrowth of skin. I've seen that
Harlequin,
too.
baby.
Harlequin.
down.
Uh,
I gotta read it.
Take
Do
a
not
look.
Google this.
Take
It's
them out.
very
Do
sad and
not
upsetting.
Google this.
I have a condition with thick
I think
skin
I've
covering
seen
their
it.
bodies.
Yeah. Very painful. Okay.
Looks painful.
Reminds me of Freddy Krueger, but that was obviously from burns. But
Lizard skin.
good picture.
Oh, what is that?
Congenital arrhenitis.
Is
Maybe
it
he
something
doesn't
about
have
the
a nose.
nose?
Technical
Born
term.
Yeah.
Born
is-
without a nose. That's a. Is that?
That's a
real?
horrible
I
photo.
think that's a fake picture.
Yeah, let's just turn the flash
They
on.
just cranked up the exposure.
Yep, there's Elephant Man.
Or Weidemann syndrome.
It's just crazy how it like affects some parts of the body, and not
Overgrowth
all of
of
it.
bone and skin.
There's the parasitic twin. Conjoined twins.
We're familiar.
Okay, dude.
There's the hairy syndrome.
Tails.
Tails.
That's an elephant.
Cyclopia.
That's fake.
Yeah, that's clearly just
Ooh, did you see the next
a
one?
mirror of it.
You're
Oh.
born with both.
What's this word?
Hermaphroditism.
Herm.
It's
Yeah,
a
I was close on
hermaphrodite.
that.
Yeah.
It's real.
Oh, when people
Extra
are born.
fingers.
Yeah, apparently, did you know?
Cats get that pretty often.
I saw that if a person has 6 fingers on one hand and has a kid with a regular person that has 5, chances of that kid having 6 fingers are like way higher because
It's
like
dominant.
that's a dominant trait.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And like that's
That's
pretty-
weird.
I
but-
saw
and it's like rare.
I saw the whole family.
Does it like work like the rest of your fingers?
Yeah.
It looks like it. Oh yeah, I feel like I've seen.
Yeah,
this.
it's this family down in Brazil. They all have like extra
It's
fingers.
always like.
And apparently it's a dominant gene too. They all have an extra finger.
Well, seeing as they play soccer and stuff, I mean, obviously that's a hands-free sport for the most part, but
Well, either
Basketball.
I would
way,
assume that
Basketball.
They're the
would
best
assume all
goalies.
fingers are still fully functional.
they're the best goalies. That's all I know. They can palm a ball. They can palm a
Imagine the baseball throws they could do.
ball. Oh yeah. Look at the gloves they have to have though.
Oh weird.
Special.
Yeah, I would assume all their fingers work.
You know that giant that lives in Jackson?
Okay, I know.
It's
Familiar.
crazy.
I found that out the hard way when I was
I saw him. Where did we see him?
We saw him in front of that RJ's ice cream place.
Seriously?
Yeah, we were downtown. We were with
I feel
your...
like I've seen him a few times.
He was just rolling by in a wheelchair. We've also seen him at the Jackson Fair. We just see him in his wheelchair, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's the
I
guy
wonder
that...
if he has like an enlarged heart or anything.
He's probably got a lot of issues.
It's funny because I was just watching a show about him and then I realized that he was in Michigan and I was like...
Yeah, and he's from
Then I realized
Jackson.
he was in Jackson and I was like, wow, this is small. This is a small
Yeah.
world.
He wears a size 28 or 30.
7'8".
He's a big boy. Brock Brown.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
So what's his condition? Like his pituitary?
Have you got to meet Pistons player? Is that Andre Drummond?
Yeah.
Makes him look like a normal height person.
It kind of does. Andre Drummond's what, 6?
Well, according to that picture, he's probably 7 foot.
Yeah. It's just crazy to think that, and there's Big Boy.
I was gonna say not the big boy restaurant.
Look up his condition.
He got his first job.
Oh my gosh.
He's 6'11". Andre Drummond.
Oh, okay.
12 foot. We'll call it.
So,
12 foot, 7 foot.
let's see.
Called
Brown was
Soto's-
diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called Soto syndrome or cerebral gigantism.
Good job.
Or,
Yeah, that was good.
I'm thinking,
You did good on that one.
when he was a child, 1 in every 15. That seems
Common?
common. 1 in 15,000? I mean, that seems a little bit more common than it
There are
should.
different types of this disorder.
Oh, okay.
It really doesn't say what causes
So
it.
Soto's is a disorder, probably
Look at
different
I mean,
variations of it.
Soto's
what's it name?
gigantism.
Brock
it
what?
Brock? Brock Brown?
Brock
Or-
Brown.
I know I'm typing this way wrong, but I just want to see.
Just close enough.
So, Soto syndrome is a rare genetic disorder caused by a mutation in the NSD1 gene, chromosome 5. So it's characterized as excessive physical growth through the years. Children with Soto syndrome tend to be large at birth. They're often taller, heavier, and have larger hands. So,
Heads.
oh, you're right. It seems like you're born with it.
Well, yeah, it's like a genetic condition.
What's crazy though is 95,
Good job.
almost 95% of that Soto syndrome occurs in people with no history of disorder in the family.
It's
They
crazy.
grow from
Gotta start somewhere.
result from new mutations.
Backwards
The
about
DNA.
Look, there's Doghouse.
Yeah, I think it was that I saw, and I was like, wait a minute, I know that place.
Just like that Shane video. I'm like,
Oh,
wait a minute.
Hold it.
I watched that.
Did you think the same thing when you saw the mall?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's met Shaq.
That's crazy.
You know, Shaq helps out people like that.
Mhm. That's the why.
This
You
guy-
probably can't really move around all
Oh,
that.
that's
No,
right.
you
I
can't.
saw this video. He got a job at the Y.
Really?
Yeah. He,
The pen looked so tiny.
Born different.
Wow, way to be inclusive. I feel bad for people like that because they don't really have the mobility
No.
needed to
And
really
he's
take
probably not
advantage
gonna
of
live
that size.
long.
the worst part about
Because
it.
what's his name, Victor Wembanyama or something?
Wembanyama.
Yeah, I mean he's fucking that tall, isn't he?
Victor, no, he's
Or he's 7'3",
7'4".
7'4", but he moves. He's obviously he's built like a basketball player though.
Yeah, he's a stick.
True. Well, I mean, look at Giannis.
Look at Shaq.
Well, no, Giannis is taller than Shaq.
No, he's not.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Well, look up
You sure about
rookie
that?
pictures of Giannis and
Oh, I
pictures
know.
now. Like he built
Yeah. So Giannis is
6'11".
6'11".
Oh yeah, Shaq was 7'2", I think 7'1" or 7'2".
7'1".
Yeah, but Shaq is. I mean, just like Giannis, they're both generational
Max
people. He's built like a oversized lineman.
Yes, he is. Imagine if that man played football. Did you ever see the video of him pulling over Kevin Hart?
No.
Oh,
You have a problem with clicking, don't you?
yeah. You have one of those weird.
It's a
not
silent
mine,
click
it's hers.
mouse. It's only weird if you let it be weird. Oh, Justin, guess what my work did? Bought me a $300 34-inch ultra-wide screen to have at work.
Nice.
Hey, you gotta be.
Didn't you need that here?
No, if you're gonna let me use that one, I'm good here.
I was gonna take it back. That was the hope.
You said you probably wouldn't take it back.
No.
Swear to God, that's what you said most
No, I was
recently.
letting you use it for the time being so you could decide if you wanted one or not for here.
Well, that can be my Christmas present then.
Then you ain't getting anything else.
Alright.
Yeah. Watch this real quick.
Just kidding, I can find one on Amazon cheaper.
So Shaq pulls over Kevin Hart.
He's so small.
Oh yeah, Kevin Hart's 5'6" and he's 7'1", and for some reason, like this is the part where I saw him. He was like checking him.
Doesn't he fucking hump him?
I'm sorry, I had to hear
Oh,
that part.
brother.
It's only 40-something seconds.
What up, boy? Who told you to get out the car? Hey, dude, get up. What are you doing, man? Hey, get your hands off me, Shaq. Were you talking on the phone while operating a motor vehicle?
You know what's funny?
What are you
He
talking
was
Shaq is a cop.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they're gonna do to you in jail?
Shaq is a lot of things. He's a DJ too.
He's Mr. Do-It-All.
Oh my God! He's not even a real cop! He's not a cop! Dude, it's just like when he was on the Celtics. You're nothing but a reserve. You know me. Yes, reserve. I reserve the right to do this. I feel like Ray Charles.
That's funny. I feel like Ray Charles.
Obviously, that wasn't real pepper spray.
No, not at all. Oh, jeez. You know what else freaks me the hell out? Skinwalkers. Or Wendigos. Just thinking about that. Like, I feel like it's in our lizard brain just to be afraid of not being able to see shit, especially at night. Like, just, like,
Maybe your eyes adapt.
True,
Not
but,
full
Over
on,
time.
obviously, but
still, imagine just being in the middle of the woods.
like
Just-
mine, my eyes are better than hers when it comes to seeing in the dark.
What do you mean?
You have to have a light on. Like I could easily just walk downstairs without a light on, but you
I
have
mean,
to have
I
a light
could
because
too.
you'll fucking trip.
I could walk down the stairs too, but you don't know what's on the base of the stairs.
I do because I can see it.
Mhm.
Well, when
Not me, my eyes are shit.
a ghost comes and gets you because you didn't turn the light on, that's not my fault.
Do you believe
I
in
think if
ghosts?
a ghost gets me, it doesn't
No,
have to do
not really.
anything with my sight at night.
When a ghost comes and
In the
gets you,
dark.
don't believe him, but well, when they get your ass. But, oh shit! They real.
If I just disappear in the middle of the night, we'll say it's a ghost.
He
I'll
had
be
to go
running
through,
away.
oh my god, last night no, 2 nights ago, Friday night, I was watching that Scary Movies to Tell in the Dark movie,
Mm-hmm.
and we were going to
Oh,
bed.
that one lady.
We were
Wait.
going to bed, and he literally told me. He said, this is really random, but I just wanted to ask. Do you know how if I say to go get the, what is it, the AR?
Oh
He
well,
said-
I was thinking about it like the night before. I was like, what if someone broke in the house and I'm fighting it? Does she know how to even
Fighting
like
it.
prepare the AR to shoot?
No,
See,
I don't.
If
I think
you-
it's important for them to know. So I
Well-
showed her, but she won't remember, of course.
No. He
But
showed me right
she's too
before bed.
she's too scared to even like go and shoot it though. So.
I don't.
I literally
even
told
like
Carly, I
holding
said,
guns.
you know where the gun
Neither
is.
do I.
All you have to do is point and shoot. It's locked and loaded, ready to go.
What gun?
Well, the only reason I thought about it was
Yeah.
because I didn't have the bolt forward.
Mm.
So I was like, she probably doesn't even know how to do that.
Just throw it at him.
And then it backfired
I told
on
her,
me.
I was like, since I don't really trust your aim, really, you could just shoot at the wall and it'll probably scare the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
It would give me somewhat of an advantage.
I actually haven't finished watching
Just
that
don't
movie yet
hit.
either. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
why
it
I was
before,
like, I
but-
don't trust your shooting, so don't shoot at me.
Just as soon as you see the gun in hand, flat on the
Just
floor.
drop.
Flat on the floor. Shoot.
Kick the dude in the nuts and let her shoot. Because I definitely don't trust her with a pistol. It's so much harder to shoot than an AR.
Cleft lip.
I had a cousin with that.
Really?
Cleft lip?
Yeah, Maddie's sister.
Oh.
Yeah, she passed away though.
Christy's.
Christy's kid had
She had
cleft lip.
double cleft
Drug
lip
overdose.
and
Oh,
cleft
really?
palate.
I always
Rough.
wondered what happened with that.
Yeah.
Albino.
She didn't have as good of a upbringing as Maddie did.
When they just have the cleft lip, like you can't even tell after they fix it.
No.
Just like a little scar.
Yeah, that white lady though in this movie.
Hell.
I haven't
Yeah,
watched
pretty
all of
creepy.
it yet.
I think the old lady in fucking It Too. That's creepy. The
Oh,
old,
yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
The visit, that lady's kind of creepy too. Just like her mannerisms is weird. The grandma.
Have you ever seen that Smile movie?
No, not yet.
No, I'm not gonna ruin it then. The monster in that movie is freaking freaky as shit. That just ugh. That was actually ranked, I think.
Look up creepiest movie monsters.
All the things from what is this?
Continue without supporting us.
Left.
To the down.
Down. Click on that.
There you go.
This. Sorry.
Brother.
These things. Have you ever seen what is it? The Descent?
No.
These girls are on like a cave diving expedition somewhere in like I want to say Utah or Arizona, and they come across these things. They're like cave dwelling people, according to the like legend. People got trapped underground and they found a way to live.
Do you think you have claustrophobia?
Yes.
Yes. Taylor makes it worse for me.
Oh my yes. This is a foreign film. It's called Possum. It was such a weird fucking movie. But this thing is like a puppet slash spider thing. I have no idea how to spell possum all of a sudden. I'm trying to think of that fucking one scene. It's probably just gonna show the trailers, but we can watch. And look, but there's like a scene where like he's like sleeping in his bed and he like turns over and that fucking face is just right there in his fucking fuck that. I really don't know what the movie was about. Apparently this guy bought a house and this fucking thing's in it. And no matter how many times he tries getting rid of it, it comes back.
I don't know why this made me think of it, but which alien movie was it that the fucking thing came out of the dude's chest?
The original one.
Was it?
I mean, it happens in all of them. But, the original one where the guy's laying on, like, the table. Yeah, but, like, ugh. Fuck, ugh. I don't like it.
Look on that one.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Possum is a movie that I entered into.
I hate how he does that. He
What?
He gets literally
Slides it. You just have to hit the.
Well, I like sliding.
I don't, because it's probably gonna stay like that. And I'll have to fucking next time I go to a video, I'm gonna have to.
Adjust
Move it
it
up.
accordingly.
Yeah, so,
Isn't there one of those like that in It? Isn't that in one of the It movies or something?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I feel like I've seen one of those like spider face.
It's definitely a low budget
Thing.
movie.
It was still freaky, though.
Well, yeah. Alright, let's go back to that list.
The
Ratma.
Ratma.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that one. The Man with Fire in His Face, Insidious.
I'm gonna look up one more thing. I'll go back to it, but top 10 scariest movies according to science. They just updated that. And we'll go back to that. But I think Insidious is still part of the top 10. The Beach That Makes You Old.
Well, I think I've heard of that. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
it's one of those M. Night Shyamalan films. So there's a twist at the end.
Shamalamalan.
Shyamalan. Yeah, Valak from The Conjuring.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
You know that? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
You know the nose on that person's real.
Really?
Yeah,
I believe
it's just that weird like little. I've seen the person without makeup. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's your real nose. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Cloverfield, yeah,
I've never seen that one.
it's weird. It's like one of those found footage films, so like it's kind of hard to keep up with. But then they like do like this big pan shot, and that's when you actually see the thing. And it's one of those things where like most of the movie, it's not even shown. You see like the thing's arm, and then like there's certain parts where you actually like see it in full frame like that. Yes.
Never seen that one.
So this is.
Oh wait, yes I have. Yeah, that's pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah. Fuck.
Let's play a trailer of that. Go to one of those YouTube.
I want to see if they. Is there a thing of the thing moving?
What are you doing?
Stretching.
Stretching.
Poke you in the head if you're not careful.
Why don't you just go away? How about
You like that too
Ugh.
much.
that? Yeah.
Gross. What was it?
The Ritual, I think.
Oh yeah. I was just showing Carly's brother this scene.
There you go. Top one.
We don't have to watch the trailer if you don't want.
I want to though.
Oh, okay.
Is that new?
It's a Netflix movie?
No. Oh, maybe.
Good mum, the best of us.
You know they have walking trails in England. Pubs.
Come on, man, where's your soul?
Same.
It's twisted. It's twisted.
Alright, yep. Easy. Look, we go southwest through here. We cut the journey in half.
Or through the forest.
Yeah, why not?
We should have gone to Vegas. Oh, you'd have found something to fall over in Vegas too, mate.
It'd be cool to go on a hiking trip like that.
Was
Though.
it really quiet?
Fuck no! Not if that thing's in the middle of the woods.
Well, I can't say it's not, but
I was gonna say, you can't
Not-
say shit.
not likely.
If I can carry the 9,
Been gutted.
yes.
Was out here. Baked.
Haven't watched it.
Possibly. Or is
I
the
really
old
don't
Troy
care
in the
about
nature documentary? It's
this.
a warning.
See why we don't agree on.
Where the hell are we, Hutch?
We should pitch the tent.
This is ridiculous, man.
Luke, you're getting soaked.
You hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything. Come on.
I'm pretty sure the thing's like a Wendigo type creature.
So we're going to talk about it then or not?
It was a nightmare, Phil.
Well, what happened to you then?
We got spooked and we had bad dreams. Alright?
I woke up last night. Look at this. Nothing has done that to you. You've done it to yourself. Why do you have to deny everything I
Because
say?
I
do not value your judgment.
We need to be working together, man.
What the fuck is that?
Exactly. No thanks.
Turn it down just a little bit.
The thing, it's weird. Like the face is like a torso of a person. Yeah, I'm not going on no fucking hikes if that damn thing's out there. Mm-mm.
Well, you asked me if I want to do a fucking another nature thing.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said,
Don't do it in the dark.
if I can carry the 9 on me, I'm fine.
About to get butt fucked.
By a Wendigo. Alright, where's that list? Yeah, but that fucking thing, ugh. Yeah, The Host. That was a Korean film. They dumped like chemical sludge into an area, and this tadpole became this fucking thing.
Interesting.
It was weird. Tremors. You ever see Tremors?
Not the whole movie.
Freaky. The Tall Man? Yeah. Shaq Scarier.
What's the Exorcist? That's pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a newer one that's like a version of that. It's not actually called Exorcist.
Yeah. The wolf aliens?
That looks like a budget film.
No, it's not.
Really?
No. Well, it might be, but what was it? The wolf
Aliens.
aliens. What's that movie called? Attack the Block.
Was there one that said wolf aliens ate my homework?
Yes.
It's a really good video.
Take it. Imagine the guy that survived.
Don't answer those names no more. It's Pops and Mayday.
What?
Saw the alien. They ran past us.
Doesn't even look like they're in it.
I'm not even lying. If we was making it up, don't you think we make up something a bit better than aliens?
Lead up to it one more time.
I told you, bruv. On the
Bro.
roof if you don't believe me.
What? What's on the roof?
Hey, that was
Yeah.
One of them big
the black guys from Star Wars.
Oh, come on. Why won't they show these
I
damn
think
things?
that's a sign. Let's just go back to the list.
Yeah.
Either way. Oh, there it is.
Oh, what? Them things.
17.
Dogs are coming without jaws. Dogs with no eyes. Dogs the size of gorillas. You think they're things of dogs?
Whatever the fuck they are, they're not fucking aliens.
See.
One of them big gorilla wolf motherfuckers.
Big gorilla wolf motherfucker. Yeah. The glowing teeth thing is what I was just like, ugh. No thanks, I'm good.
Nice.
The tentacle monster? Most hentai, I think.
You're gonna go through this whole list.
Yeah.
Why don't you get
His
down to the
speed
top?
is making it rough.
Alright.
I'm like falling asleep
Let's go.
here.
Brundle
No,
fly.
no.
Next. Exorcist. Freaky. Mirror. Gross. Alien. Freaky looking. The evil toaster looking thing. Doesn't it look like one of those,
Phone?
yeah, it looks like one of those
Barbarian.
phone toy things.
True.
Yeah, that's, that movie just came out, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah, the mother from Barbarian.
That's a little creepy.
Barbarian was such a weird movie. Because, like, it was one of those movies that the trailer makes it seem like it's about something, and then you watch it, and it's nothing. The trailer has something.
Kaylin, do you watch like every movie that comes out?
Literally.
Yeah.
I don't know when, because I never do.
Jaws.
Because
His
every
name's
single
Bruce.
thing you've listed or opened
Fitting.
or looked at, you've like
I know
reacted to
Big
like
Bruce.
you've seen
two
it.
of them. He probably hasn't. He probably just seen like the trailer.
He's like, ah, yeah, this one, yep, got it.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
there's the crawlers from Descent. Weird humanoids, no nipples. Terrifier, yeah, Art the Clown from Terrifier.
Just say yeah to every one of them.
Yep.
Look at him!
Yeah. Yeah.
The Invisible Man, yep.
I don't think he's that scary.
From 1933.
What the fuck?
I've seen
You
that
don't
movie.
know one.
We found one he's gonna have to watch.
I've seen that one. It's not bad.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's one of those
actually
Jordan
Really?
Poole movies, right?
pretty good. Yeah,
Or Peele. Not Poole.
yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah, Jordan Peele.
Jordan Poole plays basketball.
Yes, for the Wizards.
Eh.
Hereditary is kind of spooky.
It's weird.
I don't remember it.
Really?
The girl when she gets
I
her
feel
head
like we
knocked
watched
off.
it.
It was a kind of confusing.
I will say the mother from Coraline was freaky. When you were young, when watching that, fuck that. It's just the claymation look to it, I think is what freaks me the hell out.
It's not a monster. What the fuck?
Sam from Trick or Treat.
Never seen that one.
His head is literally like it looks just like this.
Hmm.
The Wolfman. Daddies from the Evil Dead. And their eyes look like that. Yeah. Yeah, this was a weird. This is the
I've seen
definition
that
of a B movie right here. Yeah, The Grudge. And bites your face off. Chuck. Okay, you know it's funny. When I was younger, I really did think Chucky was fucking terrifying. But the older I get, I'm like, you
Punt
know,
that motherfucker.
I was like, I'm gonna punt your fucking ass. What are you
Because in
talking
all the
about?
movies, he doesn't move fast.
No, he's a doll, and he's like limited.
what?
To, he's a doll. He's limited to his own body. I saw something that says, "Just tie that motherfucker to a piece of rock and throw him in the ocean." I'm like, Godzilla. Dracula.
Just go to 1.
Ooh. Have you ever seen Sinister?
No.
That movie fucking freaked me the hell out. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's freaky. Candyman?
You ever seen The Crow?
No. There's that fucking bear thing. The Cenobites from Hellraiser. Her neck kind of looks like, Yeah, we're gonna move on. The Babadook. Frankenstein. Oh, that fucking thing.
What the hell?
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, no thanks. It.
Yeah, he's a winner.
Freddy. Michael. Where's Jason? You think it's number 1?
Wars.
Oh, The Thing. Yeah, I can agree with that. Fuck. Nope. No, thank you.
You want to round out with this topic?
Dang, look at the time.
Would you look at that?
What do you mean?
You got any other subjects?
I don't know. Were you guys ever interested in serial killers at all?
Like real life serial killers?
Yeah, like the real life ones.
It's interesting, but I wouldn't say I've been, like, interested.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just think it's cool to read about them and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't really care for all that.
I
Like,
always.
it
like
just that stuff makes me
Dexter.
uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but I've always like. I think the reason why I like listening to stuff about them and like what they've done is just trying to wrap my mind around it. Like, how the hell? Like,
Taylor's just trying to figure out how to do it.
yeah.
How do I become successful at this?
How do I
a
become
serial
successful?
killer.
And not get caught.
It's
Top
like Googling it
10
without
successful
Googling it.
serial killers. Biden? What the? No. It's actually Hillary Clinton. But anyway, yeah, I wrote down a couple, but I don't know if that's something you want to talk about. Just I don't know how grotesque you wanted to get, but I saw some of these serial killers. I watched videos and stuff about them because. Like that Mr. Ballin talks about him, and I've also seen people talk about like the biographics
Maybe
and stuff.
Google most. This is gonna get dark. I think most cruel. I don't know what you want to call
Most gruesome serial killer?
it.
I
Yeah.
will type in a name for you, and I'll just
Ooh,
let you read Mr. Albert Fish.
Was an American serial killer, rapist, child molester, and cannibal who committed at least 3 child murders from July 1924 to June 1928. He was
3?
also known.
Only 3.
That's all I said?
It's just what he
At
did.
least.
He was also known as the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria, Brooklyn Vampire, or the Moon Maniac, and the Boogeyman. So he's the Boogeyman. Like, is he the reason for the creation of that, or
No, but he's just
How many people did he eat?
yeah.
let's
Did
do
you see that?
people scary stories are based off of.
Maybe like horror movie inspirations. Ooh,
No, like real stories. Like, they make, like, who? I'm sure there's a reason the Boogeyman is.
The Boogeyman?
Yeah, like there has to be someone that it's really based off of. From the mid-19th century, from the Middle English word "buggy," meaning something frightful, Numerous regions around the world have different characterizations of the boogeyman, such as Sackman in Spain.
I'll tell you another. He wasn't even a serial killer. It's just what he did is what freaks me the hell out. Shit, what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank on his
If
name?
you're not typing, don't be typing.
I'm not typing at all.
You're making the sound of typing.
Sounds pretty good. Ed Gein, that's right. Here, go back up to the search. Yeah. Read about him.
Butcher.
So, Edward Theodore Gein, also known as the Butcher of Plainfield, or Plainfield Ghoul, was an American murderer, suspected serial killer, and body snatcher. Gein's crimes committed around his hometown of Plainfield, Wisconsin, gathered widespread notoriety in 1957, after authorities discovered that he had exhumed corpses from local graveyards and fashioned keepsakes from their bones and skin. He also confessed to killing 2 women, tavern owner Mary Hogan and hardware store owner Bernice Warden.
This man was the inspiration.
So he dug up dead people?
No. Well,
He did
yes,
it?
he did.
I would assume recently dead people.
But
He's using their
he
skin.
was the inspiration for Silence of the Lambs because of the whole... He was the person where the whole skin suit idea came from, because I was listening to his story. He wasn't mentally there all the way.
Obviously.
And he was very connected to his mom. But when his mom passed away, he was really trying to, like, become her. So he killed women and literally fashioned a bodysuit out of skin, and at night would put on a face mask made out of skin and run around his farm acting like his mom. He also would eat people too, and he also made furniture. I guarantee you, if you go back to the Google search and you hit like images, you can see the stuff that he made out of human stuff.
It's an
That's
inspired
not a
chair.
real, yeah.
Oh, that's cool though. Define cool.
Go back up to the search bar. Ed Gein.
Skin coat.
Yeah. There's the gloves that he had. Made from real people's hands and stuff. But he
I'll
also...
have more pictures.
Yeah, but he was so mentally connected to... Oh, yeah, he had...
Those
Nipple
nipples?
yeah, he had a nipple belt. I remember
Ew.
that.
Oh wait, there's a whole list of what he had. Scroll up a little bit.
Lampshade.
Lampshade.
Face mask in a paper bag.
Skull in a box. Entire head in a burlap sack. Heart in a plastic bag in front of Gein's pot-bellied stove.
I think there was more up top.
Vulva in a shoebox. Whole human... Alright, this is what he collected. Whole human bones and fragments. Wastebasket made of human skin. Human skin covering several chair seats. Mask made from the skin of female heads.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so that's where, obviously, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre came from. This is where the whole story...
They smelled too bad.
This is where the story of, what's Norman Bates? What's that movie? Psycho. Psycho. The whole shower scene where the lady's getting stabbed. He was obsessed with his mom, and he became his mom. Like, this whole guy inspired so many different types of movies, and it's just crazy to think that, like, that actually was a real thing. Like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is probably the one that they use the most of it. The whole, like, skin face and all this stuff made out of it, and then you realize that this person was a real guy, and you're like, oh, fuck. Oops. I mean, obviously,
Gross.
Dahmer was freaky. I mean, he did eat people. There was... not Ed Gein. That John Wayne Gacy, he was fucking terrifying too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that Dahmer show?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that scene at the last episode where like they went to Wisconsin or Chicago, where like that part where he was in that show, he drowning that kid. I'm like, oh okay, like that was the one part of that show for some reason that was just like, I don't
You
like
said
that.
Dahmer.
Yeah, it was
Dahmer did that?
no, but it was a scene from that show. But that was freaky. I don't like it. Let's look up one more tab and then we can finish off with that top 10 scary movie thing. How can I look this up? Top 10 most notorious serial killers.
Google knows.
You already know who it is.
9 works.
Yeah, we'll do that one. Oh, it's a slideshow.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why?
Because it's timed.
Was it?
Newsweek. Week.
Alright. Yeah.
Dennis Rader.
AKA BTK. Bind, torture, kill. This guy was a church pastor like guy. He was also a like a Boy Scout leader. But he killed several people where he would break into people's houses, bind them up, torture them, and kill them. AKA the BTK. But yeah, there's Ted Bundy, obviously. He's a freaky man. Apparently, you know, the funny thing is Zac Efron played him in a movie. And like in the movie they were saying like how hot and how like dreamy Ted Bundy was, and how that's probably why he got away with murdering so many women.
There. He said he used his good looks to lure his victims in.
But then you look at him and you're like, really?
He doesn't look bad.
He needs to trim his eyebrows up a little bit. But either way, freaky. There's John Wayne, obviously. Sam Little. He's the most notorious American serial killer. How many people did he kill?
93 victims between 19 states.
They finally caught him when he was
did
an
it
old.
for 35 years.
Yeah, they finally caught him as an old ass man, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll tell you." And it's like
Wild.
it's one of those things where like I've always had this: if you find evidence of a person killing, and there's it, all right, you're done. No more life. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. As long as it's like surefire proof.
Yeah, for sure. And nowadays, like, there's no
Check it
excuse.
down.
DNA evidence can pretty much put your ass away no matter what.
David Berkowitz.
Son of Sam killer. That was a weird story. Here, let me see if it says it. Berkowitz wrote in his diary, set around 15,000 fires in New York City. In the
1,500 fires.
Oh, yeah, right.
Make sure we're right.
Yep, in New York City in the mid-1970s, and he claimed to be driven by demons. He killed a total of 6 victims, inquired more often.
Injured more.
Da-da-da-da. He also wrote letters in newspapers signing him the Son of Sam, a reference to a black Labrador retriever owned by his neighbor, Sam Carr, who he believed had a demon living inside the dog. So according to the story, like, this dog's like, go kill people, and then he did it, and that's what he was trying to do. But like, I was watching a show where they were explaining how it was bullshit. The only reason why he said that is because he was trying to get an insane deal, so they couldn't kill him. But like, that's the story he ran with. Like, oh, a Labrador retriever told me to kill people.
Makes sense. Richard Cottingham.
I don't know who this guy is. Oddly enough, I don't. Other known as the
Killed sex
Torso Killer.
workers.
Called the torso killer because he cut his victim's head and hands off.
Interesting.
True.
Oh.
Belle Gunnis.
Hell's Bell.
Said to have killed at least 14 people, but some believe she may have killed up to 40 victims. Late 1800s, Gunnis moved from Chicago to a pig farm in Indiana. She reportedly murdered
Ugh.
her 2 husbands, collected the life insurance money, and later her foster daughter's body would be found in several other dismembered corpses buried in her hog pen.
That just reminded me of another serial killer guy from Canada. You just said pig farm because he had a pig farm up in Canada, and he would throw these parties and would inject like chlorine.
She's a gold digger, sort of.
He would do like the Dahmer thing and like put chlorine and like water and stuff in their heads to try to control them as zombies, and he killed like 30 odd people.
What was the one that put the people in the mud, like under his house or something?
Gacy.
Gacy, that's what I thought.
He had 33 boys under his house. Which you think at some point you would find another way, because like they literally found all the evidence right there. Still not as funny as this one guy that he had a clog in his sink. He had a clog in his sink, and this guy, like the plumber, was like opening up his shit. He looked. He goes, "What's this?" And he goes, "It's pork." And the plumber's like, "It's not pork." So he sent it into the cops, and they found that he was a serial killer, and he had like several bodies in his apartment. Which I'm like, Dahmer did the same shit. Like you saw on this show, he had that big fucking barrel of what was it?
He was dumb. So
He wasn't the smartest guy. All right, to finish off, I think we should talk about.
I'm not even done with the list.
Well,
We have
yeah.
This one and one more.
Oh, there's top. Oh, I didn't know it was top 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dean Coral, the Candyman. Was a nickname for himself as the culprit behind the the Houston mass murders between 1970 and 73, where he killed 28 young boys.
At least.
Harrison. Oh, Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer.